Rico,
What's up?
I know you were saying not too long ago that you got out of the hospital. What happened?
I ended up getting like like a form of cellulitis on my leg.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
does that come from?
It's basically like I forgot what they said. It's like it can happen through anyway, like bacteria getting into like a cut or something like that.
Oh, and so before you did go to the hospital, where were you staying at?
Still in the streets,
Staying in
fucking
the streets.
anywhere I can, really, anywhere they won't kick us out anyway. They call the cops.
It's crazy, bro, because there's like events that lead up to basically where when you staying on the streets. What events led up to you staying on the streets? Like how did that all unfold? And
I got kicked out of my house when I was in high school, bro.
Dang, are you real?
Yeah.
Was it like your senior year?
Yeah, in senior year is when I got kicked out of my house, and I was couch hopping, for the homies and shit. Anybody who would let me stay. If not, fucking I'd end up fucking sleeping next to the high school and then going to class in the morning and shit like that. So that's why I was sleeping a lot during class. That's our senior year.
Right.
Especially fucking what's the name? Our economics teacher.
Murray?
Yeah. I was fucking sleeping all the time in this class, bro. He'd get pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm fucking tired. Sorry. I have a fentanyl strip testers. So like whenever I get dope, I'll just make sure test it, make sure there's no fetty in there or anything like that. You get like a little piece to wet it up a little bit and then put it on there and make sure that it gets onto the test strip correctly.
Oh, so you just kind of sprinkle it onto the test strip?
Test strips, you can get them from anywhere, really. There's some people who come here on Saturdays and hand out like Narcan and like test strips and stuff like that. Like they'll hand out like clothes, like donated clothes and shit like that. So it's pretty cool.
On Saturdays?
Yeah. So they come every Saturday, like on point, like right in the morning. They'll show up, or in the afternoon.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
Probably give out some clothes and shoes too.
No shoes, but clothes for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is like super convenient when you need it, especially like on days like where you're just like, fuck, I don't got shit. I've tried fentanyl a couple times, heroin.
What was your first time? What was your first time like when you did fentanyl? Where'd you start off at?
Where did I start off at, or like how did I start off?
I guess how did you get introduced to your first time using fet?
Somebody just offered it to me, and I was like, "What is it?" They're like, "Oh, it's the fetty." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, no, it's cool to be. It's safe to use, shit like that. They're like, "Well, I don't know. Take a hit and see what happens." I didn't go out or die or anything. If I could say one hit, I was okay.
Where were you at?
I was actually here.
You right here?
Yeah, at the park.
And then what did it look like to you?
It was a piece of white fucking rock and foil.
Like candle? Like a candle?
Pretty much.
And then so they unfolded the foil and then
Right here, take a hit.
So what did they do? They lit it with a torch from the bottom and it melted? You chased the dragon with the straw?
Yeah, it's just with the straw.
Sure.
Yeah, it's something like that, It's
They're melting it from the bottom?
Yeah, it's like smoking heroin.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't really care for it too much. I'm more of a meth kind of person. I don't like downers. I like to be awake. Especially because, like, if you pass out, like, a lot of people will try to jack you and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't try to lose my stuff. I actually was doing pretty well for a while, after I got kicked out of my house senior year. I was on the streets until about like 22, 23, and then I actually got off the streets and got my own apartment and shit. Started doing really well. I was working in Fullerton and in LA as a bouncer and fucking clubs and shit like that. Had my own apartment. I was doing really, really well, and then all of a sudden COVID happened. COVID was actually the main reason why I got really fucked backed up, and got back on the streets. And it really sucks that happened,
How did so because you were a bouncer in clubs, obviously all the clubs, they closed down for a moment. For
a long time.
And then you lost your job through that.
Yeah.
Couldn't pay rent.
Yeah, pretty much. And then by the time I found another job, it was kind of already too late. The owner of the fucking apartments had enough. I was like, oh, you gotta go, And that was before they introduced all those, what are they,
like the bills?
The bills and shit like that, where they're like, oh yeah, we'll pay your rent for you and all that stuff.
What did it feel like? What did it feel like your first time when you did fentanyl?
Calming.
Calming?
Yeah, like I didn't feel no pain. Like my body felt good. Like I was like, I'm chilling. You know?
You graduated though.
Yeah, I graduated.
You graduated, so
Yeah.
kudos to you because you were already facing a lot of trials and you still made it.
Yeah, I tried to.
still
I
made it.
told myself I wasn't gonna fucking let myself not graduate and shit. You know, I couldn't do that to myself. I'd be real disappointed.
How is it now? Like now that you kind of did your thing and like getting work and getting your own spot. How did what holds you back? What's like the biggest factor that holds you back really?
Consistent shelter.
Consistent shelter. Yeah, that'd be a main factor for anybody really.
You know, because sometimes it's hard. You know, you don't get plenty of rest, or you know, maybe sometimes you can get arrested for fucking being homeless. You know, that's the bullshit part.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when I get arrested for fucking laying down somewhere, fucking or having a shopping cart or some bullshit. You know.
You usually haul a lot of stuff in a shopping cart.
No, not really. It's just mainly the stuff I need. Like my backpack has all my clothes, my blankets. You know, a bag full of fucking like a cooler bag full of ice and like some drinks and like some cereal or food that I need. You know, or whatever I can.
How do you eat, or how do you get your food, or
Recycle.
recycle?
Yeah, when I
Nice.
don't get my food stamps and stuff like that.
When you recycle, what time you usually start recycling at?
I like to do it at night. You know, night is always the best. There's no traffic, nobody's around, nobody's bothering me. I don't feel like I'm anybody's way and shit like that.
Yeah. Do you struggle with any substance?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's probably another big factor right there.
probably, yeah.
It is there's an epidemic going on right now.
Yeah, I heard about the fentanyl.
What's your drug of choice?
Meth.
Meth. So
I'd say pay a little more attention in school.
pay more attention in school.
Yeah, I realized that was like where I fucked up the most. Was that I never really liked school to begin with anyway. You know, I wasn't a very big scholar or anything like that. You know, I was always the working with my hands type of person. You know, so I would say just like try to do better in school if anything. I feel like I'll never be done, dog. Like it's always a consistent thing. It's like an endless circle. You know, you're still going round and round, and nobody ever really knows when it's gonna end. You know, until it's finally over for everybody. You know, you're only ready, or you're only done when you need to be done or when you want to be done. You know,
Right.
there's no like point you'll ever reach to where you're gonna be done for sure.